taglines are fucking awesome.
You've been holding on to that one for a long time, haven't you?
I've been practicing my Little Nicky impression for the past month.
Good, because you're going to need it today.
Yo, you just get ready. I got a bunch of them stored up.
Well, here we go. He's never been to Earth. He's never even slept over some other dude's house.
Oh, damn it. I've been waiting. I was going to bring that. I didn't know that was a tagline from the movie. That's my favorite line in this film. It's the funniest thing. It's like, I can't go to Earth, Dad. I've never even stayed at another dude's house.
Not funny.
No, that line's funny as fuck. Fuck you.
If your father was the devil and your mother was an angel, you'd be messed up too. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, that spoils a huge portion of the film.
Yeah. Be unafraid. Be very unafraid.
That straight up sucks. That's the worst one. That's the one Adam wanted to do. He was like, please, let me do this one. He's like, this will be really funny. Oh, that's the one they put on the poster, too.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's right there on the poster.
Being evil ain't easy. What? What do you got?
I don't know. They're just all so bad. And now knowing which one they actually went with is the worst part.
You know his number, you know his name, and now you will meet his son.
That's actually that one's actually the best one. That's
because
pretty good.
It gives you a good idea of like what you're in for.
Yeah,
right.
I just like you know his number. 666, the number of the beast.
Spread the blood of the innocent. That's my favorite part. He walks among us, November 2000.
All right.
I guess.
I guess.
With a budget of $85 million, an opening weekend USA gross of $16 million, a total USA gross of $39.4 million, and a worldwide gross of $58.2 million. So that's still all around a complete box office bomb.
This movie did very well in China.
With 1 death from falling, 3 men hit by a train, 1 man hit by a bus, 1 talking dog, 1 tit-head demon, 1 gorilla monster, 1 death by polar bear, 1 man hit by an 18-wheeler, and 1 man turned into hundreds of spiders, with 8 deaths in total, a 5.3 on IMDb, a 38 Metacritic score, and a 22 on Rotten Tomatoes. It's 2000's Little Nicky. Let's drop some bombs.
I'll see you in hell.
You one of the car people?
We prefer the term angels. It's more dignified.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome. Think you like it good?
You lying to me, boy?
What?
You heard me, you piece of shit. There ain't nobody call nobody for 30 seconds. Hell, you can't even dial that fast.
I've been waiting 20 years for this. April Fool, assholes.
Welcome to Bonds Away, the only podcast recorded inside a projection booth. My name is Jonathan Young. Joining me inside the studio, as always, is...
Tyler Rowe. You changed up the intro there.
That's right. You get to say your own name now.
Threw me for a loop.
I know. Hey, what? Oh, I had to pay attention.
Oh, my name.
And Mr. Vicente Morales will not be joining us inside the studio today. He has the week off. So, it's just you and me, buddy.
Uh-oh.
And it's your birthday pick.
Yeah. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
I have to get insurance now.
And for anybody tuning in, we apologize for the lateness of this episode. We had a lot of conflicts going on and still had conflicts because one of us is not here today. So you're going to get 2 episodes for the price of 1 this week, which is free 99 anyway.
Wow, what a deal. What a steal.
Wow. God, these guys are awesome with their deals. So why Little Nicky?
Oh, God, Little Nicky. for me, I wanted Little Nicky because when I was little, I wanted to see this movie. I was 7 when it came out, and my parents would not let me see it, and I don't know why. And
I could tell you a couple reasons. It's just bad.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. But also, this was like really like the beginning of the end for Adam Sandler. So I was like, let's dive into this turd.
That's extremely fair.
No, yeah, because is this post Big Daddy?
Yep.
Which is like I would say probably his peak.
I think Big Daddy was the year before this.
Yeah, and
I love Big Daddy.
I know you love Big Daddy.
Yeah.
You straight up love that movie. But it's like Big Daddy's heartfelt, and it's like just the other day I was watching because it was on TV Happy Gilmore, and I was just like, damn, where did Adam go wrong?
Well, I mean, I think a lot of it. So because I hate The Waterboy,
which was pre this,
right? So it went
a Disney movie.
It went Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Wedding Singer.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Then Waterboy, then Big Daddy. Am I missing anything on that?
Waterboy. Right? Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Yes.
And then after, and then Nicky.
And then Nicky.
And then what is right after that? Because that's where I lose it. Just like you're saying, like this is the beginning of the end. This is where I was just like, "Fuck you."
I don't even know. Was it like The Longest Yard? I think it was after that was a bunch of Rob Schneider films.
You mean produced by Happy Madison?
Yeah.
Oh, that. Well, I meant Adam films.
No,
so.
I'm just saying. Like, I think he like after Little Nicky hit, it bombed, and they were like, "All right, well, Rob Schneider is now our like cash cow," and then they like cranked
Who said that?
I don't know. I mean, they kept making the movies. I think it may be like The Longest Yard or something like that.
I mean, we have IMDb right in front of us.
I know. I'm trying to look at it,
and you couldn't find it.
Well, it's just being slow.
Well, I mean, let's go through the library here, shall we?
Shall we?
All right. So, I mean, first, Going Overboard. That piece of shit.
Going Overboard?
You've never seen it?
No.
Oh my God, it's Adam Sandler, like, and this is like SNL days Adam Sandler. Like, he looks exactly like he does on SNL because it was in 1989.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
He is a wannabe stand-up comedian who's performing on a cruise ship. He on the cruise ship. He's just like a waiter or something. But he dreams of like doing stand-up during the like open mic night or something. And then the boat gets taken over by terrorists or something.
Like Somali pirates.
Yeah, and it's
Captain Phillips.
It's all horrible.
It sounds terrible.
It's awful. It's one of those things that was on the VHS shelf as a kid, and I was like, oh my God. And I loved Adam Sandler at that point, right? And I was like, oh, I gotta watch it. And I took it home, and I was like, "This. It looks like it's filmed on VHS, and, like on just a handy cam." And it's just like, I don't know how it was a film. So you had that, and then he actually was in Bobcat Goldthwait's Shakes the Clown,
Yep.
and then he was actually in Coneheads and Airheads, and then a movie I love with Steve Martin called Mixed Nuts.
Yeah.
Right? He's playing the ukulele. I so badly wanted a ukulele after that film. I was an idiot.
You weren't in the you didn't grow up in the generation of like kids always bringing ukuleles to high school.
What?
Yeah.
No, we just brought coffee.
No, yeah, there was always in high school there was always a kid with a ukulele.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know why. And they'd always just play Over the Rainbow. That was it.
That's all they had.
That's all they knew.
The
how to
Hawaiian
play.
version?
Yeah.
Which is another Adam Sandler movie, like where I first heard that.
Oh, yeah,
Remember?
from 51st Dates.
Which is another, yeah, we'll get there. So Billy Madison, 1995.
Which is great.
Right.
It's still very much that like yelly Adam Sandler, which
Yeah.
I think Billy Madison was kind of like, even though it predates Happy Gilmore, I think it's really the like proto, like what he was going to eventually slump into type thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, Billy Madison is that kind of it's doing the same stuff he would do on Saturday Night Live all the time.
Yeah.
You're like, why are you yelling?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, and it's just like,
Go!
but there's a lot of great lines in that movie.
Oh yeah. But no, I can't choose between Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore. I don't know which one I like better. I want to say Happy because I saw it first.
I was gonna say I would say Happy, especially after just watching it the other day. It is much more of a solid film, and there's much more of a solid plot and progression and
and the non sequiturs still make sense within the story.
Yes, and they're hilarious.
Yes.
And I love Ben Stiller's character in Happy Gilmore.
Can I trouble you for a glass of warm milk? You can trouble me for a glass of shut the hell up.
Yeah.
No, you will go to sleep or I will put you to sleep. Look at the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma. Or it's equally as good is where he's just on the phone. He's like, we're talking some handmade, high-quality shit here, Frank. God. Click. All right, good news, everybody. Arts and Crafts has been extended by 4 hours today.
Yes.
My hands hurt. Oh, your hand hurts? Now your back's going to hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Anybody else's back hurt?
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why, Happy Gilmore is, I think, one of his best films.
They're both extremely quotable, though.
Yeah.
I could all day long on both of them, right?
What's the one about pissing your pants in Billy Madison?
If peeing your pants is cool, and call me Miles Standish.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you have...
Chris Farley on that. Being that Veronica Vaughn is one amazing piece of airs. I should know because I know you didn't. Yeah, but I had a friend and he didn't know he didn't. I mean, but you could imagine if they did. Yep. All right, great, grand, wonderful. Everybody on the bus.
God, Chris Farley, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And then he did Bulletproof, which I've never heard of.
I've seen it. He's basically a convict who gets arrested by Damon Wayans as in witness protection or something.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I know from it, really, I know he sings "I Will Love You" because he's basically playing Damon Wayans is playing a bodyguard to him, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's singing "I Will Love You" in the shower, right? So that part I remember, but the other part I remember is that they both get pulled over. And he, for some reason, Damon Wayans, even though he's a cop, has to pretend and he's like, "This is my special brother," and we're speeding because he's so excited. We're on our way to Disneyland, and and Adam Sandler's just in the passenger seat going Disneyland. And he's like, yeah, Disneyland. We're gonna get there. He goes, Disneyland.
Remember in the '90s when the punchline for a lot of jokes was that you were just mentally handicapped?
Yep. So then the wedding singer,
which is again probably one of
a lot of heart.
Yeah, great.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the water boy.
Yeah. But also Dirty Work. You ever seen Dirty Work?
No, I've never seen Dirty
Work. I
Work.
love Dirty Work.
Yeah.
Artie Lang and Norm Macdonald.
Yes,
Revenge for Hire. Some great quotable stuff in that too.
Yeah.
Big Daddy, like we said.
Yeah.
And then you're right. That's where he started producing Deuce Bigalow.
Yep.
There's Little Nicky. Right,
yep, Little Nicky,
and then at the Animal, and then that's what happened. He went drama.
Yeah, he did Punch Drunk Love, which
I like.
I love Paul Thomas Anderson, so this was cool. That and Adam Sandler is great. In this movie.
Yeah,
it is
he
amazing.
Doesn't do bad in drama.
No, he I feel like.
I mean, he's always playing a guy who's on the verge of killing himself. I feel like.
Yeah, which is weird. Yeah, but he's very good in drama, but I feel like he's in the same boat as Jim Carrey, where Jim Carrey made the departure to drama a bit, and
the Majestic,
the Majestic, Eternal Sunshine, and the Number 23, and people were just
I love the Number 23.
I do too.
Yeah,
I think it's a great.
A lot of people
thriller.
make fun of it for some reason,
and then everyone was like,
why.
"Go back to Ace Ventura,"
which now they're like, "Don't go back to Ace Ventura."
No. Yeah, he's also nuts.
You transphobe.
Yeah, but no. So but it's funny because Punch Drunk Love, Eight Crazy Nights. And Mr. Deeds.
So I forgot about Mr. Deeds, right? But I think that the plot is so out there that I never liked it.
No, I don't really like it either. The only good part is Steve Buscemi when he's the crooked-eyed hobo.
Yeah. Which is basically just this he's just a crooked-eyed version of the hobo he plays in Big Daddy.
Yes. Yeah.
Sausage McMuffin. See, this is what's sad about it. We can literally hate on every single one of these if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Right? Because each one of them has their faults, but the fact that we're sitting here and they're still quoting stuff. I actually can't. The only things I remember from Mr. Deeds is Winona Ryder, right? And you're like, wow, you're back.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that was right after like the purse snatching incident.
Oh, where she was shoplifting.
Yeah, where she was like on her way to Crazy Town.
Yeah.
And now she's fully there.
Yeah.
But I remember that, and like the black toe. Where
Yeah,
because
he got, and he's like, when she
And his
falls in the
butler.
water, and he's like, grab the toe.
so dumb.
Oh, then he did anger management.
Which I don't really like that much.
I don't like it that much.
No.
And then 2004 was a very good year for him because he did 50 First Dates and Spanglish.
Mm-hmm. Spanglish is decent.
Spanglish is good. 50 First Dates is actually
I love it.
really good.
The idea at the end is creepy.
Oh, where he like, Deep Blue sees her.
Straight up, he's like, hey, guess what? You're pregnant, or like you were pregnant at one point. Like, can you imagine? Because like the child that you see is like 5 or 6 years old. Like,
Yeah.
you imagine all the days where she just woke up like 9 months pregnant.
Yeah, and she was like, oh,
fuck! I've been raped.
What's wrong with me?
Which kind of he
I
did
know,
in a
right?
way. Like, how can you get to a point where like she's waking up and she's never met that person, and he's like, that's my baby.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah, that movie has a creepy ending.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of in like the Sandler Renaissance at this point, I would call it.
That's not a thing.
Where he does 50 First Dates, which is great. The Longest Yard sucks. But then he
Yeah,
does
it does.
Click, which is like the saddest movie ever made.
took a date. I think it was our third date, right? I was like, let's just go see an Adam Sandler movie. And she was like, sure. And like straight up, dude, when spoiler alert, when his dad dies, when like who is it? It's because he's in this movie. He's in Little Nicky too. It's the Fonz.
Oh,
Henry Winkler.
Winkler.
Yeah, when Henry Winkler just straight up dies.
Yeah.
That was my first where I was just like, right? And I was just trying so hard. I was doing like those like catch your breath like cries. So I was like, okay. Right? And then I look over and she's crying and I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah,
that movie's sad.
That movie's sad as fuck. Like, unnecessarily sad, man. There's no need for that.
No, not at all.
And then...
What?
I love you, Chuck. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. So now
probably didn't hold up well.
we're back in the fall again. My favorite scene in that movie is when Steve Buscemi's the like insurance fraud investigator, and he's looking through their trash, and he's like, "Your trash doesn't look gay." So they start going to the store, and they're buying like gay stuff to throw in the trash, like Aretha Franklin CDs, and like they're at one point he's like,
I love how they throw it away.
yeah, they just throw it away, but he's like, should we buy tampons? And they're like, I saw that with my friend and his mom, and then my friend came out 2 years later. I think I think that movie helped him.
Well, I mean, that's another person where I'm like, damn it, leave Kevin James out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, this is when he starts getting into that whole like the thing that I wanted to bring up. If you're really interested in this, go check out.
I'm not.
No. Well, the topic of Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Check out Red Letter Media's review of Jack and Jill, because in the second part
We'll do it eventually.
They go deep into talking about how they think that he's just running a racketeering scheme, because all of his films are just like, get my friends together, we'll film in an exotic
He's
location.
admitted this on a talk show.
Yeah, but he doesn't realize that it's a crime what he's doing. Like the movie's going to tank, it's going to make no money, but I'm going to reap all the benefits of all of the product placement.
Mm-hmm.
Also, all my friends are going to get paid, and they get a paid vacation.
Right.
And it's just like, damn, Adam Sandler, you're smart as hell.
Yeah, because this is okay. So he does. You don't mess with the Zohan.
Jesus
Awful.
Christ, that
Awful.
movie's racist.
Yeah. Then he does bedtime stories, and I know that tanked.
Yeah,
I don't
that was a rough
remember
one for
seeing it.
Disney.
That was Disney as well.
Yeah.
Then Funny People.
I love Funny People, though. My favorite band's in it.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
Seth Rogen's way better in that movie than he is.
Yeah, I do just like Adam Sandler being kind of reeled back.
Mhm.
And I like that he's playing a spoofed version of himself.
Okay.
Which is like, I really like that, because
Aziz does a spoof version of himself in
yeah,
that too.
yeah. That's all the celebrities.
Randy.
All the celebrities that play like celebrities in it all have this great just like making fun of themselves.
Yeah.
It's the last Judd Apatow film that I actually liked.
Okay.
Then you got Grown Ups.
Nope.
My sister loves Grown Ups. It's like one of her favorite movies. I can't stand it. Just Go With It.
I like Just Go With It.
Oh, that's the one with
That's Jennifer Aniston
and Brooklyn Decker.
Huh?
Brooklyn Decker. She's the other chick.
And his daughter is we've made fun of her so many times at this point lately. It's oh shoot. It's gross chick. we said once we see her on Instagram we were like, "Oh, you're just trash."
Oh, you're talking Bella Thorne?
Yeah.
Isn't that Blended?
Oh, is it Blended?
Yeah,
Is that the Africa one?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, yeah, Just Go With It is Hawaii. See?
Yeah, see? He just takes people on exotic locations.
See, I don't even know
Yeah.
what, like, film. I'm just like, is it Hawaii? Because then, what is it? 51st Dates is Hawaii,
as
but
well.
then at the end, it's Alaska.
Yep.
And
He just wants to go on trips, man.
yeah, that's right.
Just
Okay.
Go With It and Jack and Jill came out in the same year.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're not even going to talk about Jack and Jill.
Nope.
That's My Boy.
Yeah, That's My Boy's okay,
It's
but
pretty
it's
funny.
so out there.
It's because Andy Samberg does a really good job in it.
Yeah.
So it's like he's there.
It's
for
the
it.
Vanilla Ice part where you're like, what the fuck is happening?
I think again, also Adam
friend.
Sandler
A
just
friend.
wants to meet people.
Yeah.
That's why Al Pacino's in Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Al Cappuccino. Hotel Transylvania is actually a really good animated film.
They're fun.
Yeah, they're a lot of
There's
fun.
a fourth one coming, according to this list.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And then there's Grown Ups 2,
Ugh,
Blended,
nope.
The Cobbler. Oh,
Cobbler.
now we're getting into
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yep.
Pixels.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
disappointing.
2015 was a year for him. Pixels, Hotel Transylvania 2, and The Ridiculous 6.
Oh, more racism.
The Do-Over, which was Sandy Wexler is actually really good. Like, it doesn't
Never seen
deserve
it.
to be as good as it is.
Okay.
He's playing like a drummed up version of like a Hollywood agent who's like worked for everyone, and it's actually really good. The Merowitz story, I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's really good.
Uh-huh.
And then everything else is Hotel Transylvania 3. So that's his career.
So welcome to a comprehensive list of Adam Sandler's career.
Welcome to the Sandler Files.
Welcome to Skibbity Doo.
You can tell we really don't want to talk about
No, we
Little
don't.
Nicky.
I mean, no, but I think it's interesting to go into his
Well,
repertoire.
it's been so weird, and most of his films are not successful, but they kept letting him make movies because they were just cashing in on the fact that he was going to bring them money. My favorite story about him in particular, and a studio that got burned tremendously, was The Waterboy. Disney had to go to court over that film.
Do tell.
There's I think it's a 1930s film. I think it's one of the first like talkie films called The Freshman, about a kid who like is an idiot basically and like wants to play football and then gets on the football team and becomes like the star of the football team. Which, if you've seen Waterboy, is literally the plot of Waterboy.
And like part of Forrest Gump.
And part of God, fuck Forrest Gump. So the family of the director and star of that, who's like I can't remember who it is, but he's like some huge film star, was like, "Yo, you completely stole the plot of our film." And Disney had to go to court, and they settled outside of court for like $15 million for Waterboy.
On a film that probably didn't even make that.
Yeah, I know, right? Waterboy. I know you don't play no foosball, Bobby Boucher.
What's funny is they probably had to like present clips in court.
yeah, to show that it wasn't, Or wait, maybe Disney didn't have to pay. I think the court just was like, it's just a coincidence that's the same story. But anyway, like, yeah, Disney straight
Same
up.
stories all that happen all the time.
Yeah.
They're like, sir, did you have a Colonel Sanders in yours?
Was the girl from The Craft in your film?
No, she was in nothing else.
Oh, Fariza, whatever her name is.
Fabruca or Feruza Balk?
Febreze Faruka.
Oh.
All right. Little
Yeah.
Nicky.
Well, here we go.
So it starts out, we've got, I thought at first that I was watching the wrong movie for a brief moment because John Lovitz is sitting in a tree watching a woman undress.
Excellent.
Yeah.
He's going to come up a lot this month.
Oh, no. She starts undressing and her son comes in the room and he's up there in the tree, by the way, with like a bottle of wine, a picnic basket, a like picnic blanket, and he's like with binoculars, which is weird because he's sitting like 5 feet from the window. So
I wrote, they finally picked the perfect part for John Lovitz.
yeah, this was like he was born for this role, just some creepy pervert in a tree. Yeah, the mom starts undressing, the son comes in. So this is actually genuinely like one of the funniest parts of the movie. He calls the house.
This is so weird.
The son answers, and he's like, "Hey, why don't you get out of the room and let mommy get back to what she was doing?" He's like,
Yeah.
"Who is this?" He's like, it's a big birdie who wants to see mommy." And they turn around and they see him in the window, and he starts fluttering his arms like a bird.
Yeah. And you're just like, all right, I mean, are we at this level already where somebody's just like, yeah, just pretend you're a bird and make it seem like in some weird world somebody would actually be like, okay.
This is really setting the film up for what it's going to be like.
Yeah,
the entire
disaster.
time. Yeah. They see him, he falls out of the tree, and he dies. My main question is, how did he die? Because if you watch how he falls, he very clearly just fell on his back, and he only fell like 10 feet. So I don't know how he died.
Maybe he broke his neck. Maybe he actually fell further back than you saw.
Yeah, he goes to hell.
Yep. In a sequence that looked like Kenny going to hell. Like,
Yeah.
little boy, you're going to hell!
Yeah. We just don't see Gandhi fly by him, though. Yeah, so he goes to hell, and then oh god, was it Kevin Nealon is like this like demon, the like check-in demon basically, and he's like, he's like, where am I? He's like, well, obviously you died, you know, so you're in hell and you were pretending to be a horny little bird. And he's like, well, yeah. And he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna show you what it's like with a horny big bird. And then a big demon bird comes out and humps John
just
Lovitz.
rapes him.
Yeah, as he runs away saying, I deserve this.
What's weird about this is that like Kevin Nealon to me is wasted in this part. Because I always love Kevin Nealon.
Yeah,
like,
but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say he's not.
Okay.
I think his whole character and everything that happens to him, the little cutaways with him, are actually genuinely some of the funniest.
With Rodney Dangerfield?
Yes. Or some of the funniest parts in this movie.
Okay.
But that's not saying much because there's not much funny stuff in this movie.
No, it's literally, it's another thing where it's like sketches.
That's what it feels like. It feels like someone wrote, this is a trap that a lot of people run into with screenwriting, is that they have a good idea, but they don't have a good film.
Yeah.
And I think Adam Sandler just had a bunch of really good, funny ideas, but didn't know how to piece them together for a plot, and was just like, all right, let's just do segment to segment. Because each one feels like its own separate sketch.
That is loosely tied together by like the three main things.
Yeah, and the whole thing, like, to really drive home that it's like a sketch thing, is like each scene almost consistently takes place in a different location.
Mm-hmm.
It's like beat for beat, like, oh, we can't stay in this room too long. The joke's over. All right, on to the next room.
So it's like the Palace of Hell.
Yep.
Right? The streets of New York.
Yep.
And where Nicky lives.
Yeah, and then and then that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you never linger on those things for very long. It's always, and even if it is like the streets of New York, it's never like, you know, they're walking down the street for a long shot. It's like they walk down the street. Now they're at the park. Now they're at a restaurant. Now they're at this. Now, and it's just like, as soon as a joke is over, it's like, all right, time to move on to the next scene where they're somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything's just kind of setting up for a joke. There's no, like, you know, anything else going on.
So Harvey Keitel plays the devil.
God
right?
damn, is Harvey Keitel awful in this movie.
Yeah.
It genuinely makes me so sad watching this movie and being like, damn, this guy has an Oscar. Like, this guy is, like, just phoning it in.
Well, this is just like the Al Pacino thing you were talking about.
Yeah, but Al Pacino's good in Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I here?
Why am I in a Jack and Jill?
Yeah, Harvey Keitel's terrible. He plays the devil. So it's really weird. So they kind of explain. We are introduced to Nicky. He's the devil's son. He's rocking out in his bedroom.
I mean, Adam Sandler is making an extremely weird character choice.
It makes no sense.
No.
At all.
It's just, did you ever used to listen to his albums?
No, I was too young, so I never really got to...
It's just the same voices that he would do on there.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think that's all he knows.
Hey guys, that's me.
Yeah.
It's like, he says,
That's me there and my brothers. But then Dimitri hit me with a shovel, so that's me now.
and he's like, his face is all fucked up.
It's like, why?
It's like, I don't, Adam Sandler really likes to play, like, hard-coded retards.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to say that's what he's doing, but that's what he's doing. Like, Waterboy, and then this. It's just like, he's like, and kind of like, he likes to play big children, basically, is all he does. So yeah, we go to the throne room, and Harvey Keitel's there, and he's the devil, and they explain, which is kind of a cool thing. I personally think one of the things this movie does, not well, but is interesting, is that, like, being the devil is, like, a political thing. Like, you're not just the devil, it's whoever sits on the throne is the devil. So, like...
I don't know Game of Thrones, so I can't make a joke there.
I don't know Game of Thrones either.
Right. I'm like, well, we just lost something there.
Yeah, I know, right? No, so basically, like, you're only the devil if you're sitting on the throne. So he's going to choose the next person to become the devil out of his three sons, Dimitri, Debo, and Little Nicky.
Which is a British dude, Tiny Lester, and Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Which is like, I don't know where that spread came from. But
nor do I think any of you deserve it.
Yes, and Tiny Lester being one of two actors from Friday in this film.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tiny Lester from No Holds Barred episode.
Oh, God.
Zeus. You ever seen that?
No.
Oh, shit. You need to watch No Holds Barred.
Yeah.
That is one of my few regrets of not doing live.
It's not the arm wrestling movie, is it?
No, it's the wrestling movie.
Oh, yeah,
with Hulk Hogan.
With Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where he just straight up just blasts out the back of a limousine's like roof and just kicks people's ass until the last guy standing shits his pants.
Hell yeah.
That's a real scene that happens.
All right, I'm going to have to watch this.
There's also jerk-off push-ups. Just push-ups that he's doing that just look like he's jerking off.
Sorry, all I watch is Gremlins 2. Everyone knows.
I know.
No, yeah, so he tells him that he's going to choose the next person to be the devil.
Right.
And he says, it's going to be me.
Right. Which I don't understand. Why would you even make that announcement that I'm going to choose somebody there? Because you're literally just causing problems for yourself.
He's just trying to fuck with his kids, I guess.
I guess so.
And Nicky's really happy. He's like, yeah, Dad, I'm proud of you. And then he's like, and then everyone's like, what?
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, they are pissed. I mean, rightfully so. Basically, because apparently every 1,000 years...
It's every 10,000.
Is it 10,000?
Yeah.
You should pick a new person. Because this is when we're introduced to also Rodney Dangerfield.
Who is
as
their
grandpa.
He looks like shit.
Right? And his character name is actually Lucifer. Like, they're actually, like, giving each one of them, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah. And... yeah, I mean, I don't know how much longer he had to
He was alive for a few more years.
Really? Oh, okay.
This was one of his last films. I think he did that one about going back to school after this.
No, Back to School is from the 80s.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
He did do, I think, what is it? Is it Rodney Danger Dog or whatever it's called?
Rover Dangerfield.
Rover Dangerfield.
And no, that one is before
this.
Is
that before
as well.
this too?
Yeah, that's
okay,
a
so
90s.
Then this is one of his last films he did.
Sure.
Yeah. And then he tells him to get out, and we lead into like basically the setup for a sketch.
But not before, not before we put a pineapple up
That's
Hitler's.
what I'm saying.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a
okay.
sketch. It leads into he's like, now leave. I I have an appointment. And Hitler comes in wearing a sexy nurse outfit.
This is so stupid.
And he's picking pineapples from a pantry to have shoved up his ass, and he chooses a really small one, and Harvey Keitel's like, and he makes him grab a huge
It's so
one.
dumb.
And he shoves it up Hitler's ass.
It's so dumb.
It's yeah, it's pretty dumb.
I mean, I get it. Let's rip on Hitler, but like Mel Brooks did it way better. Like this is just stupid.
Yeah, it's a weird scene. So then,
it's like, oh, mein Freund.
yeah,
And you're just like, I don't care. It's not. Oh God.
So Dimitri and Tiny Lester are really mad that they didn't get chosen.
Yep.
So they decide to.
Also, Dan Marino makes a cameo here.
That's right. Yeah, he's bargaining with
It's
the
for a
devil
Super Bowl
for
ring.
a Super Bowl ring, and he's
Right?
like, "You're just too nice. I'm sorry, I can't do it." It was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Okay.
And but at the same time, you're like, was he still relevant at this point? Like I saw Ace Ventura, and that was '94.
Yeah. Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
God, that I forgot about that. That's really, and again, it's a setup for a sketch. It's just like.
Yeah, like Dan Marino hosted an episode of Saturday Night Live, and
Yeah.
he was asking the devil for a ring.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So. Yeah, they were upset, so they leave hell. They're basically like, we're gonna rule Earth.
Okay, so this doesn't make any sense to me.
Not at all.
The gates of hell situation. Mm-hmm. So apparently, if people go through it, right? Like you're already in hell, and you go through it and go up, you freeze the fire.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But people can come back down later.
It's almost like it's not a problem that it's frozen.
Right.
Because you can still leave and you can still. But I think only the demons can come back through. I think that's basically what it is.
Okay. Well, that wasn't fully explained.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. What they do explain, though, is that now that it's frozen over, the devil is losing his power and he's basically dying.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have long. And what's the I don't know the actor's name. I always just know him as the guy who's like in Joe Dirt when he's like, "Home where you make it." And then
Oh no, I don't know his name either.
yeah, and I think he's just like, "Oh, you like to see homos naked? All right."
Well, he's
like the devil's like secretary basically, and he explains to us that like the devil doesn't have much time to live before he just like falls apart and dies, and that Nicky needs to go to Earth, get his brothers to drink from this flask.
Yeah.
That'll suck him in, and he has to bring him back simultaneously into hell.
Yeah, I didn't understand the simultaneous part either.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, because he gets Tiny Lester halfway through the film,
Yeah.
and then it's just like, okay, keep him down there.
Yeah, I know. They both have to come back through at the same time or it doesn't work. Or
I
some
thought
bullshit.
that I from back when I watched this as a kid, I thought Tiny Lester got out at the climax again. I forgot. I thought he did, but he does not.
No, he doesn't. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Movie goes on
Kevin Neal's head gets turned into a pair of tits.
as a punishment.
Yeah.
So basically, he runs to the devil and is like, your sons, they went up through the fire barrier. They froze the lake of fire. And he's like, now your head's tits.
Yeah. And they're like a realistic pair of boobs, too,
Oh, yeah,
which is
yeah.
wild. And he's like, oh, no. So then Nicky's tasked with going and getting his brothers, and he says my favorite line in the movie. He says,
I can't go to Earth, Dad. I've never even stayed over at another dude's house.
it's a great line.
I hate you.
So he goes to Earth. He gets there.
Mm-hmm.
He gets set up for another sketch because a subway train just fucking kills him.
Yep.
And he comes back.
Yep.
And
then, so at this point, you already see that Satan is falling apart.
yeah, like immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's no time left. Like
Yeah.
his
fingers
ear,
or his ear falls off.
his
Yeah,
ear
yeah,
falls
yeah.
off. And they're like, you don't have much time left. I'm like, this just happened.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm like, am I supposed to feel sorry that the devil is dying?
Yeah, right.
Am I supposed to feel sorry for this?
Maybe if Harvey Keitel didn't just phone it in, I would feel bad.
Yeah.
God.
And then we meet Beefy, which is voiced by Robert Smigel,
Yeah.
also the voice of Triumph, the insult comic dog.
Also, Adam Sandler's actual dog's dad. The dog that plays Beefy is Adam Sandler's bulldog's dad, which is
Oh, I thought it was just one of his bulldogs.
no. It's the father of his puppy bulldog at the time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which is weird.
Okay.
Again,
he
casting
loved
it-
bulldogs.
Casting his friends.
Yeah, his friends. And I love Beefy. Like as
Beefy's
a character.
one of the best parts of the movie.
Yeah.
he's hilarious.
He's fun. The only thing I don't like is his like end, the end with the rat. Thing.
oh
That's
yeah, that's
dumb.
gross.
And then we meet Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, and that's one of the reasons why I chose this film. I didn't want to say it before to spoil it if anyone didn't know. Quentin Tarantino is in this movie for some goddamn reason.
I don't get it. I don't get
and
it.
He plays the worst fucking
Because this is a
character.
New Line film, right? It's not like it was Miramax.
I think it's New Line, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like fresh off the tail of like Jackie Brown.
Is it?
Yeah, Jackie Brown is late 90s, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
This
But
is 2000.
This is compelling radio right here.
Welcome to the IMDb search show.
I know we've been doing a lot of it today.
Yeah, 1997.
97. But what was after that? Because he didn't do anything for a while.
What's his next film?
Well, don't you have it in front of you?
No, I just looked up Jackie Brown.
Oh, why would you do it that way?
I just wanted to know the year. I didn't know you were going to quiz me after that.
Yeah.
No, let's see, Jackie Brown, and then Kill Bill was 2003. So I think there was
Wow, there
nothing
was a gap.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
there was anything in between. So, which is Harvey Keitel is in Jackie Brown as well,
That's true.
and like.
Friends.
What did like Harvey Keitel be like? Oh, I got to be in this shitty Adam Sandler movie, so you are too, Quentin. And Quentin was like, "Oh, great, I'm there. I can't wait to show off my acting chops."
Listen. The thing about it is, the thing that I want to do is, I want to be a preacher. That's what I want to do. Maybe I lick some toes. Maybe I don't. I'm not quite sure.
Who's in it? Patricia Arquette. Okay, do I get so I get to see her toes, right? Yeah, he plays a blind preacher, which is the fucking worst character in the film, and he's just hamming it up. If you thought he was bad in Pulp Fiction, just buckle up.
I like
for
him in
this.
Pulp
I do
Fiction.
like him in Pulp Fiction, but a lot of people are like, he's the worst.
It's DNS.
If you think
Dead
yeah.
and storage.
If you thought he was bad in Django Unchained, then
There it
you
is.
need to watch.
You thought he was bad in Planet Terror.
Oh.
The melty dick.
He's great in From Dusk Till Dawn, though.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
But he loves toes in that one.
Yeah. Oh,
He's got
God.
them toes.
He gets to put Salma Hayek's foot in his mouth.
That's right.
I know he wrote that scene.
Yeah, he did. We all know.
That's when
wrote
he
that
stopped
scene.
writing and Robert Rodriguez finished the rest of the film. He was like, I got my wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays a blind preacher
Yeah.
who
Instead of turning into Thor, after this, once I get the sucked toes, you can take over.
Yeah, basically.
Then it's gonna be a vampire movie. Got my toes, thanks.
God damn. Yeah, he runs away after
Yeah,
screaming.
he's just like, the spawn of Satan! Or whatever he says.
Yeah.
He's just like, basically consents him, I guess.
Yeah, which is so dumb. And what you think is going to come back later?
No.
You think he's going to be like a demon hunter or something? It's like, no, he just is there for a punchline.
Like 3 punchlines.
Yeah, and then Adam Sandler's like, it's so cold up here. Which is, again, like a weird thing.
Okay, so that, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it, right? But the way that they warm themselves up throughout the whole movie is the dumbest fucking thing.
Are you talking about the scene where he's
One
takes
time
over
he's
the
standing on a pizza.
on a pizza?
He's standing on a warm pizza, like barefoot on a warm pizza.
Yeah.
Like, and nobody's calling these people out. Okay, so what's going on here is that the 2 brothers have gone up and they're literally like getting inside and possessing the bodies of influential people in the city, right?
Yeah.
The Pope, the mayor, the chief of police, right?
Yeah.
And like, there's a point where the chief of police is standing. Is it a pizza as well?
No, it's the cardinal at the Catholic Church. He's giving that speech where he's like, we should do bad stuff. And
Right.
He's standing
But
on
nobody's
a hot
questioning
pizza.
this shit.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, sir, while you're saying the speech, is there a reason you're standing on a fucking full hot pizza?
This in that scene, that you're talking about has one of the most cringeworthy lines and like deliveries in the film. It genuinely makes me like want to turn it off. Is when he's like, when this woman, he's giving a speech in the church, and he's like basically like God does nothing, and this guy's like, well, you know, my wife couldn't get pregnant.
Oh, this is weird.
My wife couldn't get pregnant, and then we prayed to God, and now she's 9 months pregnant. And he's like, yeah, with your best friend's baby.
Right?
And they did it all night long. And the guy sitting next to her.
Right next to him, and it's just raising the roof.
It's like, ooh, ooh, and it's not him, it's an 80-yard line because his mouth's not moving, but you can hear, ooh, ooh. It's just so bad.
And they're okay with it.
Yeah.
Because they're in a later scene where they're like there's 2 women pregnant or something now, or something like that.
So basically, while this is all happening, Beefy's explaining to him, like, you need to get your brothers back or your dad's gonna die. I'm gonna help you survive on Earth.
So we need to eat.
Yeah, so we need to eat.
So he's never eaten before? He's never eaten before? Because this scene, he gets Popeye's chicken as a huge product placement.
Yeah, huge.
Right?
And I hate this scene. I hate the way they're talking about how to eat, because it's...
Let the meat slide down your throat hole.
Yeah, that's a really good Beefy
What's weird
impression.
about it is that I thought that Sandler was also voicing Beefy for a long time.
No, yeah.
Because it's the
Triumph.
it's the same voice like that he
Yeah.
would do, right?
Yeah, let the meat slide down your throat hole.
hole. Yeah.
And he's like...
I'm like, he's never eaten. He has a mouth. And if he's never eaten before, why does he need to eat now?
Yeah, right? I don't know why Is it just like a mortal thing now?
But he's not mortal.
I know.
Because he got all these powers, and so do his brothers. Like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
They just wanted a product placement, and they just wanted to say, Popeye's chicken's fucking awesome.
Why couldn't he know how to eat, but he's used to eating just like garbage or some bullshit?
That would have been funnier if he was like eating just like dog shit or something like that.
Because he's used to it.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh, demon shit. Anything, really.
Yeah.
Like, they cause more questions than there is answers because of the jokes that they want to set up in this movie.
Then they go find an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And this fucking guy.
I love him in everything, though.
Yeah.
His roommate you're talking about?
Yes. The movie I almost chose for my birthday that I decided, is
What?
Strange Wilderness.
I've never seen that.
It is so bad.
I was like, don't you dare speak ill of Grandma's boy.
Oh. He's
I'll
so
fucking kill you.
his roommate is again, this movie was made in the early 2000s, so it was okay. Straight up, just a stereotypical gay guy.
Yeah.
Who like lays out the law of like no pets. I need this much money, and every like Thursday, my theater friends come over and like we practice in the living room, so you can't be out there.
Right. So this is Alan Covert, which was the lead in Grandma's Boy. He was the guy, playing the video games and like, they all were, but he was designing.
Oh fuck, that's him.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know that this was him.
That's why I was making the
him.
Grandma's Boy reference.
I was like, oh, who's he in Grandma's Boy? I didn't know that's him, the main guy.
Yes.
Oh fuck, he looks so weird in this movie.
Yeah, he does, because he's got this weird hairline.
They
like
gave him
this
like
fake
they made
spray
him
on
balding,
hair. Yeah.
and they gave him like a fat beer gut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's him. Yes, that's
shit.
Alan Covert.
Okay.
It's him, and then the other 2 guys that are like the Satan worshippers in this film. They're all like Sandler's like very close. They did his albums back in the day with him. They're all the other voices on the albums of all the sketches, right?
Oh god.
And they've been in everything. Like Alan Covert was the homeless guy that became his caddy in Happy Gilmore.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Damn, this guy's like the master of disguise.
He's always been it. And then Alan Covert is one of the gay people in Big Daddy. Remember? where like they're sitting on the bench and he's like, you'd look good in a suit.
Yeah. Oh fuck, man. Yeah, so he lays out the law, and then Nicky goes in the apartment, and there's this line.
Oh, he's also 10-Second Tom.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. That guy's been in a lot, man.
And he's in everything.
Yeah.
I think he's genuinely super funny.
He is. So he, this line's so fucking dumb, this joke. They close the door. He has a doormat that says "I Heart Theater."
Yeah.
And what does Beefy say?
You heart theater? I love pissing.
Yeah, and he just pisses on it.
Damn, I am good at this.
Yeah, that's a really good. Dude, we could go on the road as a one man.
You do Little Nicky and I'll do Beefy.
Yeah. So then Nicky,
Yeah, it's so stupid, and it's like digital piss, and it looks
yeah, it looks
awful.
terrible.
And then Little Nicky, he's like, I never slept before.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, you never slept before? You have a bedroom in your bed. You have a bed in your bedroom in hell. What the fuck is that for then?
Yeah.
Just aesthetically pleasing?
Yeah. That one's weird. And then he goes to sleep, and he's like,
He sleeps on a radiator, radiator. You know? I've always said it weird. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Well,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, welcome to the first time I've said it in front of you.
Well, you said it right the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, radiator.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he sleeps on top of it, and he's like,
That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. I used to be a haunt monster. So
And then Little Nicky Maze.
yeah,
It's just tit heads and
that'd be cool. Yeah. So he. God damn it, man.
Yep.
He.
So at this point, he I did put this in here too. That's funny that you talked about the pissing thing, because I wrote, "You love acting, I love pissing," and then I actually wrote right after it goes, "Why is that funny?"
Yeah, right. I don't get it.
So Adrian, this is where Adrian, the British brother,
Yes.
is pretending to be a priest. So we actually were out of order, but he was pretending to be a priest, and he's just trying to corrupt the city of New York.
Yep.
So but I don't understand why, because he doesn't need them to be sinners in order for them to go to hell at the end. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't really get why they're trying
just-
to cause chaos either.
It's just for the love of it. I don't know, because it's not going to make them.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's not going to make them the devil by the end of it. Because they only ran away because they couldn't get what they wanted. They didn't even know that what was happening in hell
they didn't
was
even
going to
know.
happen.
They don't know until Nicky tells them that their dad is dying.
Right. So, at this point, Cassius?
That's his name.
Cassius
Devo.
Devo is playing the mayor as well. And he's all trying to corrupt people as well. So they're both doing that. But they're doing this stupid, mental talk.
Yeah, then they start talking to each other. Like, yeah, brother, I can't wait to take over the world. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yep. So then Peter Dante and Jonathan Loughran show up as their characters Peter and John.
Yeah.
And I love them.
Yeah. Is this when he's...
So this Peter is the drug dealer from Grandma's Boy.
Yeah. He's also in A Strange Wilderness.
Bro, watch your mouth. You can't act like that when the lion's around.
he's dude,
Oh, you caught me. I'm decorating my tree in July. And oh my God, I am naked.
I love him and I hate him simultaneously, because I just hate. He's like, oh my God, the way he talks. No, Nicky falls asleep in the park, and he has his flask in his hands.
Yep.
And the dad from Friday,
John Witherspoon.
yeah, Craig's dad.
Yep.
Steals the thing.
And he's literally doing the same shit he did in Friday.
He's
just like
poop when he's eating the grapes on the toilet.
Yep, doing the same goddamn thing. That's why I said that I didn't like Friday that much. I don't like John Witherspoon because he does the same goddamn thing and everything.
My dad,
What's up, boy?
my dad, man. Whenever he's eating the grapes on the toilet, when he has Craig come in the bathroom,
Your dad eats grapes on the toilet?
No, my dad loves Friday, but dude, every time that scene comes on, my dad laughs so hard he shakes the whole couch. He's like, come here, Craig.
Okay.
Yeah, so he steals the flask,
and
then
Nicky tries to get it back but can't, and then Patricia Arquette shows up.
Yeah,
and it's like, you stole his flask, give him it back, and it's like, okay, and moving on.
Yeah, basically he does. She's like, maybe I'll tell that policeman over there, and he's like, just take it, get out of here, you fucking weirdo.
So they then again run into Quentin Tarantino. Which I don't know what happens here, because I must have gotten really mad at the scene, because all I wrote is Tarantino is. And then I didn't write whatever it else is, so I have no idea.
I can't remember if this is the one where he falls down the sidewalk elevator shaft, or if he falls into the subway. I can't remember, but he does something.
Sure.
And this is, she's like, do you want to go get some gelato? And he's like, I've never
gelato.
I've never had gelati before.
Stupid. It's so dumb.
So they eat ice cream. They like spend the day together.
But it doesn't seem like they actually have any connection whatsoever.
No chemistry at all.
Well, that's Patricia Arquette.
And then
I like her, but I'm also like,
she's really good in that new Hulu show, The Act.
I've heard.
Oh, holy shit! She's so good in it. No, but then he sees his brother while they're walking down the street while he's with her, and he makes him say like, "I like your tight hiney."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Nicky."
Yeah, I also don't understand who this movie was made for.
I don't,
because they'll like choose baby words like this.
Yeah. But there's a tit head.
Yeah.
He's like, I like your tight hiney. And she's like, Nicky, how could you say that? And then he like flips her off. He's like, "Arr!" He looks like D'Onofrio in Men in Black when he's like walking around because he's like the bug person. And he's like,
I put my hands on my head.
Yeah. And he like flips her off. She's like offended and walks away. And he's like,
Dimitri, you need to get in the flask. Dad's dying.
Adrian.
That's right. Why does he think Dimitri?
I don't know.
I don't know
Because
either.
you like comedians that have a lot of stand-up comedy that is drawings on stage.
Fuck you. I love Dimitri.
Me
Martin.
too.
Yeah, he makes him walk in front of a truck. And he
dies and goes back down and just checks in on his dad, who is now torso up.
Okay, when is the part where he dies and he shows up and that ape creature is playing with the tits?
Probably here.
Because it happens twice.
Right.
And
because Tithead now either has a bra on or booby tassels, one of the two.
The first time he gets hit and he dies, and I love this scene because I think it's funny. He gets in there and the ape creature is like playing with the tits.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
Can you not tell my dad about this?
And they're like, yeah. Can you not tell him about this? He goes, yeah. And then the scene ends and it's hilarious. And then I think it's this time he goes and he has tassels on it and he's twirling the tit tassels.
Okay, yeah.
And the gorilla's like, oh. And he just walks and goes talks to his dad.
Okay.
And this is when Rodney Dangerfield also shows up and he's there and he's just like there for a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I believe this is at the point when he says, he was going to say it. He's like, even in hell, like, I get no respect. And it's like,
No.
Is that later?
That's when Adrian takes the throne.
That's right.
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry, spoilers for
It's okay.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Nobody's listening anymore.
Oh.
So then I wrote Regis Philbin says he bashed a man's brains out. That's awesome.
That is so good.
What happened there?
Someone took over him.
Oh, okay.
But he's like, yeah, I was in the street and I just bashed this guy's brains in with a bat. And everyone's like,
it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the man banged it with his bat.
And I can't remember if the audience is shocked or if they're cheering for him. But
I think it's a bit of both, right? And then, so they're watching TV and everybody is watching the Harlem Globetrotters, which I was like, I don't remember the Globetrotters ever getting televised.
Yeah, that's my thing too. Is like they're not on TV,
right?
This scene's actually pretty funny when
so Dana Carvey is
Dana Carvey shows up, and
so
he's the ref.
Basically, they're watching it on TV, and they're noticing that not the Globetrotters, the other team that are always in green, are like winning, right? And they're like, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. This is not how it works.
Yeah. He's like, we've never lost a game in 40 years. Yeah.
I mean, I saw Globetrotters as a kid. Like, I have fond memories, right?
Oh, God.
I used to think it was real, too. I mean, didn't we all? Come on.
And there's this family watching it, and they're, like, so into all the shit that's happening. They're like, no, this is just what happens. Dana Carvey starts calling fouls and technical fouls on them and all this shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
And
even this is weird.
Yeah, He's like, all right, that's a technical 10 points off for the Globetrotters. They take
that's
10
the
points.
voice.
Yeah. So then Nicky gets there, and it's like, he's like, all right, whatever, that's lunch, halftime. And he calls him in, and the audience is going crazy, and this guy's like, I'm not going to take the halftime shot, because if I miss, they're going to murder me.
There's also a part where a kid says, I came for the beer and the bitches?
Yes.
Because, like, basically the drinking age was lowered.
Yes.
And a whole bunch of other stuff happened.
It's so weird.
And it's just all for, like, one-liners and weird stuff.
But that part is very funny when that kid says that.
And then...
So Nicky plays one-on-one against his brother as
Dana Carvey, the ref, right?
Yes.
And
he dunks the ball, and this is again like this is why this movie's so endearing sometimes because it's really funny. He dunks the ball from like half court, and he's like, ah! And as he's doing it, soda's exploding. Popcorn's exploding. A guy grows an afro, which is I love that scene when the guy's afro is like. He slams it.
I'm glad you love this.
That part's so funny, man. The backboard explodes, and he gets his brother into the flask.
Yeah.
Get in the flask.
And then, at this point, they go back to, and this is my favorite part.
To the apartment to celebrate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's sitting, you're talking about how they keep everyone warm. This is a visual gag that is not played on, and you may not have noticed it, but it's actually really funny. Nicky is sitting on top of a barbecue that is on.
Yes.
And that is actually pretty funny.
Because now everybody is just fully accepting of
that
it.
He's here, yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then, what was it? They
play a...
they play something, and they're like, oh,
he's like,
man.
Hey, Nicky, check this out. And he, like, twirls, like, they're listening to, like, I don't know, like, Black Sabbath or something like that. And it's like... And he's like, hey, watch this. And he grabs the Chicago record, and his gay roommate's like, oh, Chicago, I love them.
Yeah, does anybody know what really time it is?
He puts it on, and he plays it in reverse, and it's like, I want you to spread the blood of the innocent. And what's his name? Dante.
Wow, Chicago's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
So then Nicky decides that he wants to go apologize to Patricia Arquette.
Okay, there's some pretty good scenes back to back.
Oh no, here we go.
It's time for our favorite part of any movie, Clint Howard Corner.
So he goes and climbs the
fire escape.
And he thinks he's at Patricia Arquette's window, which I don't know how he knows where she lives.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe even if they did walk outside and he was like, there's my house, like, he wouldn't know what floor or anything.
Yeah, no, he's just, and then he sees some, like, sexy lady.
Right.
In like, a negligee. And he's like, wow, is that her? And it turns around and it's fucking Clint Howard.
Just full drag.
Yeah. He's like, hey. And he's like, oh, is it,
Two of hearts.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's like, I'm looking for Valerie. And he goes, oh, 2 windows up on the left. It's just like,
Mom, they put me in the film again.
they put me in the film, Mom. I didn't even need Ron this time.
Honey, what are you doing?
I rubbed my nipples.
Maybe you should talk to your brother about Apollo 11.
You're Apollo 13.
His character's name is Nipples.
No.
Yes. Yep. He's like rubbing his nipples, and before Adam Sandler leaves, he says, "Good luck rubbing your nipples." And he's like, "Thanks." He goes up.
Do you think I should do Ice Cream Man too?
That one's got big bugs in it, apparently.
What?
Yeah,
Does it?
Yeah, it's about
No.
big bugs. Yeah. So he goes up to Patricia Arquette's window. She maces him.
Yep.
And he falls.
Mm-hmm.
And then floats.
Yeah, it makes no sense. He catches himself.
He's like, the butterflies inside of me. I've never felt this way before. And then sometimes this movie gets it right, man. The comedic timing on him flying up to the window again and it being Clint Howard again, pouring hot wax on himself, and he goes, wrong window again. He's like, sorry, nipples, and like flies up to her window. It's just like,
I hate you.
It's so good.
It is.
It's really good, right? It's genuinely funny when sorry, nipples.
But it's just our love affair with Clint at the same time.
Dude. Clint Howard, if you're out there.
Mom, they said my name on the show.
If you're out there, bring your hot niece onto our show.
Oh.
Come on, let me be in the movie. I love dinosaurs.
You can be the failed human experiment.
Listen, Brycey. What if like a dinosaur like came up to a window and I was there in drag? Would that be acceptable in Jurassic World 3?
Brycey, have you ever heard of a Nippleodon?
Nippledon. Nippleosaurus.
Ronnie, I'm in a movie. I'm in a movie again.
He's just like, that's nice, counting money.
Yeah, he's counting his Oscars. That's nice.
That's nice, Clinty.
Can you leave? I have to go hang out with Tom now.
Tom and Russell will be over in a second. Russell, don't beat anything up.
He can beat me up. He can hit me. I'll be cool with it. Can I be in Les Mis too?
Oh, no. Les Mis too.
More Miz. This time they can actually sing. I'll be nipples. Lay nip.
I honestly, I love this
I love
scene.
you, Glenn Howard, so much.
We love you.
You brought so much joy so quickly to the show.
We should do the Ice Cream Man movies. All
Done.
of them. Yeah.
It would just be this impression the whole time.
I know, right?
And then, Mom, I gave somebody ice cream. Then, Mom, Ronnie said he's gonna put me in Solo, but no one will know it's me. They'll definitely know, dear. They always know. People will spoil that before they spoil the Darth Maul plot point. Wasn't it weird that you weren't one of the brownies in Willow? I always thought that was where your part. That was where you were gonna shine, baby. He just didn't do it. He gave it to Kevin Pollak. It was really weird.
Oh God, is his like best like known for on IMDb just like movies where he was secondary characters in his brother's film?
I could look it up. I mean, for me, the one I always knew was the Wraith. He's Jughead in the Wraith.
Wasn't that just sitting right here on the table?
Yes, it was. Yeah, because I was talking about it. People were asking me on the live feed, just like, is there movies that you really wish that you could, what are some challenges? And I was like, well, some of them are like picking a movie that I regret doing so early into the show, and that was one of them. I love that movie. So, I wrote Clint House for some reason.
Oh, dude.
It's not lupus.
So his top 4 most famous is Apollo 13.
So secondary character.
Mm-hmm. Waterboy.
Secondary character.
Rock and Roll High School.
Didn't even know he was in that.
Gentle Ben.
Is that about like a special ed person?
I don't know. There's a short called Bald.
Mom, I was in. I know, bald. I know, dear. I know, dear. I know. Brycey, I was in it.
Pricey.
Thanks for joining us on Clint Howard Corner. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming of Little Nicky. I don't remember what happens next because I like the Clint Howard scene so much.
Okay, so after this, they do a Superman ripoff because they fly into the sky together.
That's right. They do fly together. I was trying to remember if that was when I was driving over here, because there's a line that said that's like excuse me? They're flying in the sky together, and I couldn't remember if they actually flew or if I like made that up in my mind, like it was a fever dream.
Yep.
But she says, "Wow, look, it's the Empire State Building," and they show the Chrysler Building.
Oh, nice.
So it's not even the correct building that they're flying by.
Nobody will know.
No, nobody will know. Everyone thinks it's that one anyway. No, yeah, they fly around. They're like in love.
And then you see Tarantino again.
God damn
And he
it.
gets hit by a fire hydrant blast.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. And then Michael McKean is the chief of police, but he's actually possessed by Adrian.
Yep.
This is where he's standing on a hot plate. I don't understand.
They keep showing you that they're standing on hot plates too, which is like, we get it.
But he's having a whole press conference and nobody's questioning this. Like, reporters are 360 around him.
Yeah, and it's like, we get it. Oh, and then he says, you need to watch out for this guy Nicky. Where there's like a citywide manhunt for him. Then there's this really weird scene where he's walking down the street and he goes to like a Korean market and he's trying to buy flowers and he speaks Korean.
Yep.
And it is like full on like, you ever seen the movie Rocket Man?
Rocket Man. You mean with
Harlan?
No, Harlan Williams?
Yeah.
No, just the cover. That was
Okay.
enough for me to go, yeah, we're not going to see this.
It's one of my favorite movies from my childhood, but there's a
it.
scene where he's singing The Whole World in His Hands to the world, and he says, "Now to China," and he goes, "Ha-ching, chong, chong, chong," and that's basically what Adam Sandler is doing in this scene. He just turns and he's like, "Bong, chong, chong, bong," and they're like, oh, and everyone's looking at him, and
oh yeah, because everybody's gonna chase him.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what happens here.
which feeds into another weird thing about this movie. This movie's soundtrack doesn't know what it wants to be.
Okay.
This is when it plays like some like new metal, like
little boy go to hell.
no, not even
Like that?
like basically like
Because I don't remember the music in
Nickelback
this.
hardcore.
Oh,
Yeah,
and they say that a hero
basically, yeah,
can save
it's like Spider-Man.
Look at this photograph.
Yeah, so he's running away because all these people are trying to get him. He runs back to his apartment.
Never made it as a wise man.
Oh, never made it as a poor man stealing.
Well, then you are really in trouble.
You ever watch Aladdin, idiot?
I only made it on my shitty music.
I've been wrong. I've been bad. Is that in the Spider-Man soundtrack?
No.
Oh.
No, the hero one is
Yeah,
that one.
damn.
I'm just going through the 3 Nickelback songs that like were played on the radio way too much.
Hey, I want to be a rock star.
No, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, man.
Why would you put that back in my brain?
In 8th grade, this girl had a really big crush on me, and she made me a mix CD, and it had a bunch of Nickelback on it.
Oh man.
That's when I knew. I was like, yeah, not for me. He goes back to his apartment. Oh wait, no, he goes to an alleyway. And this is
Spiders.
hands down probably the weirdest fucking scene in this movie.
Makes no sense.
He turns into a bunch of
Thousands of spiders.
with Adam
His
Sandler's
head.
face on them.
Yeah, what the fuck? What? Right? Which I think this is where Kevin Smith got his idea for yoga hosers.
Oh god. At least he got the idea from something.
And so yeah, that's what I wrote. I was like, Little Nicky spiders. Quote, God, this is weird. Because
Yeah.
it is. It makes no sense. The spiders get away from the crowd, and then they all like go back up to the apartment and go under the door and reformulate into like just a goo monster of Adam Sandler.
It looks
until
like when John Voight gets eaten by the anaconda.
No.
The anaconda gets like vomited back up, all
Yeah.
like goopy. That's what he looked like.
Yeah. And then at this point, Nicky he knows Scarface. I wrote he knows Scarface, but the press doesn't.
They Photoshop his face on. He's like
Oh yeah, that's right, because they use
his face.
Oh
on
my
the-
god.
And it's like, it's me, Nicky.
This is so goddamn stupid.
But the line that he says is pretty funny. He's like,
That's not me. That's that cockroach Tony Montana.
Right. I'm like, he knows the film Scarface, but the entire city of New York doesn't? It's so dumb. They just superimposed Adam Sandler's face onto Al Pacino
And
from
everyone
Scarface.
falls for it for some reason.
It's so goddamn dumb.
We forgot to mention that at this point, Harvey Keitel is literally a pair of arms and a mouth,
Yep.
and it looks terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So they lure Adrian into.
They say that they've got Nicky in a subway,
yes,
right? And they want to collect the reward.
Yes.
Now, this is John and
Peter.
yeah.
So they
Like apostles?
I think that's what it is.
Weird.
I know, right? So they lead him down to the thing. Some weird homeless woman is down there, which we later find out is Valerie.
Well, the thing is, nothing is by mistake in this film. So, like, you know a mile away that that's somebody you've already met.
So, Nicky's actually John.
Right.
He comes out of
possessed
him.
John.
Yes. Adrian gets him to come out, and then he sucks him into the flask. Or no, he's about to. He's about to suck him into the flask.
Right.
They get in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian throws Valerie onto the train tracks where a subway's about to come.
Also, like, Beefy pisses an arrow.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. That shit's fucking weird.
Right?
It's straight up like a harpoon comes out of his dick.
Yeah. And that's not even you doing like a fake dick
No,
joke.
that's
that really
genuinely
happened.
what happens. And he goes, "That hurt me a lot more than it hurt you."
Yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck?
Okay. Like, there's
So-
no limits to anybody's powers if the scene requires it.
Yes. So then they, Adrian throws Valerie on the train tracks. Nicky jumps down there and rescues her, and they both get hit by the train.
No, she doesn't, because she would have died.
No, he threw her off the tracks. So Adrian and
Oh, yeah.
Nicky get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian goes back to hell,
Mm-hmm.
and
Nicky
goes to heaven.
It doesn't make once again, another thing that doesn't make any sense is like, why now?
Yeah.
Right?
So Adrian basically goes to hell and like throws his dad off the throne.
Learns that because Tithead, he titty twists Tithead.
Yeah, he just grabs him and is like, "Argh!" and he's like, "Oh, yeah."
And makes him admit that basically, if in his father's weakened condition, if he sits on the throne, he becomes the new ruler of hell.
Yes, so he
Right.
does.
Right? And then,
Which is actually kind of, I really like this scene. I really like the hell scenes, if I'm being completely honest, because the
Sure.
set is fucking awesome.
I could agree with that.
He sits on the throne and he grows fucking cool horns that come out of his head, and then it starts like rising up out of the ground and shit starts shaking.
Right? I was like, I thought you were ruler of hell. Like, what?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
are
yeah.
you taking over? How would God allow this?
If we were giving this film any sort of like anything, I think it would be that like it's the whoever's running hell, it's their desires. They get to do what they want to do, basically. And his dad was just like, I'm the ruler of hell, whatever. But he wanted to like take over the world, so I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't understand why God wouldn't step in.
Yeah. So then we're in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And another fucking person is dragged into this film against their will. Because we have, later on, Academy Award winner, Rhys Witherspoon.
Kind of adorable in this scene.
She's
though.
awesome in this scene.
She's beautiful.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
All of the angels are beautiful. One of them is
his
his
wife.
his
Yep.
future wife.
Yeah.
This wasn't his wife yet.
Yeah.
And she's cute. And
they're all playing like Valley Girls.
Yeah. And it's so funny. And she's like, "I'm your mom." And he's like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Right? Did you say that my son is hot? Yeah, because she's on the phone with somebody.
Yeah.
Wait, ew, I don't know. He's my son, you perv.
He's like, "What?" But you're beautiful.
Right.
Yeah. And then again, another fucking person dragged into this film for no reason. Chubbs.
Chubbs from Happy Gilmore.
From Happy Gilmore.
The actual character
The
of
actual
Chubbs,
character
played
of
by the
Chubbs.
character who played him.
And he is the best mambo teacher in heaven.
It's all in the hips. It's
all in the
well,
hips.
bravo. But also, I'm like, God damn it. That means these two movies are in the same universe.
Yeah, they both exist
I don't want them to.
simultaneously. Yeah.
Right, but that also means The Waterboy would be too because of Rob Schneider later on.
You can do it. Yeah, so
Kick his every boss.
so they
Also, why are we laughing? It's not funny.
it is.
God damn it.
Rob Schneider is Rob Schneider is a Karen.
Rob Schneider as Derpy Derp.
They basically tell him he needs to go back to Earth and save Valerie because Adrian has raised hell on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this scene, it sucks, but it also has some like pretty funny moments. He gets down there, and he's trying to get the demons that Adrian has brought to like not kill him. So he's using his like good powers that he just discovered he has.
Right.
And he puts a bunch of bunny rabbits in front of them.
Yes.
And they're like, bunnies.
Release the good. Release the good.
And then he also brings out
Release it?
some big thing of Popeye's chicken.
It's a gigantic, like, 5-foot bucket.
Yes, and then we learn later on that it actually has chicken legs because it runs away.
Yeah. No, there's one of the demons inside of it.
Oh, okay, because I was like, what the fuck?
No, one of the demons actually, like, climbed inside of it and, like, walked around in it.
So he's teaching them how to eat Popeye's chicken, and this is where I joke that I actually, kid you not, reversed it because I laughed and wanted to see it again, is when he's like, you just bite it and let it slide down your throat. And then, again, that comedic timing that it gets sometimes. He's just like, no, not that. And one of the demons is eating a rabbit. He's, like, biting its ear off. And the demon, like, pulls the ear out of its mouth and, like, sticks it back on the rabbit.
There's some good moments. Those demons also have another one coming up that's funny, too.
Yeah. So they show back up, and Adrian's like, what are you doing here, Nicky? Like, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, before this, he takes, and like everybody's in Central Park, and they're all in, and he's like, welcome to hell on earth, and there is most definitely a hell, and people are like, oh shit, right?
Yeah.
And then there's Tarantino again.
Yep.
And he's like, we're all gonna die,
and he just walks into fire.
Yeah.
And thank God he's dead finally.
Right? And then also at this point they're like, and while you wait for the end of Earth,
yes,
here's Henry Winkler covered in bees.
And he's like, he comes out, everyone's applauding for him, and then just bees swarm him, and he's like, oh, God! And I think everyone's cheering while he's getting stung by bees, too.
Yeah, because they're all just demented at this point. But then Nicky comes with his troop of, like, now turned demons.
Yes. Oh, the demon does eat a piece of chicken and say,
oh,
Popeye's chicken is the shiznit.
Yeah,
the
no.
fucking worst.
Especially because it's not like Popeyes can use either one of the phrases like in marketing.
In their commercials.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, we did a promo and Adam Sandler is going to say Popeye's chicken is awesome, right? And
The commercial one's like, that's why we've got our new Louisiana jerk chicken. Tell us about it, Adam.
Popeye's chicken's fucking awesome.
Cut.
Louisiana fast.
we got Louisiana straight from hell sauce, right? And they're like, all right, take two. Popeye's chicken is the shiznit. Fuck, no.
Beefy, did you say anything?
Just let the meat slide down your throat hole.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Well, this is a wash.
You love chicken. I love pissing.
No. Did we already give him the money? Fucking racketeering.
There's a Beefy scene in the film earlier on where he like disappears for a while and he shows up late to something. He's like, where were you? He's like, I had an appointment. And he's just fucking another dog.
Yep.
There you go. Just wanted to bring that up because it's the worst.
Yep. And then the demons are like, he's also an angel. It's true, right? And then like Adrian zaps that guy,
blows
him up, and then another one's like, it's not true.
And they all run away.
That's that other timing where I was like, okay.
So Adrian comes down and they fight. And they have like
this
this like
fight's awful.
back and forth, like
Get in the flask. Get in the flask.
And then so Adrian like zaps the ground and makes like a bad thing, and then Adam said,
the good out.
And
Yeah.
he like makes
Release the good.
release the good, and he makes like a bed of flowers,
Right.
And then
There's like a squirrel, and then he makes a snake, and the snake eats the squirrel.
yes, and then
Right.
he turns the snake into a bed of flowers,
Right.
And then Adrian makes a Mexican guy with a lawnmower come
yeah.
out and just like mow over them, and he's like,
I was like, oh no.
yeah, that one's weird, right?
yeah. Because he just couldn't be just a white guy lawn mowing.
Yeah, right.
Couldn't be just like a dad, like hello,
So,
or another cameo.
yeah,
Because we're about to get another one.
Nikki gets sucked into the flask.
Oh
Oh no, that's after.
no. So
Adrian.
they're like powered bombing each other,
Yeah.
and then like
he lands on a bed.
He lands on a bed that
'Cause his
appears
mom
out of
put it
nowhere,
there.
right? She's like, I had to do that. You totally did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why weren't you helping him the whole time?
Yeah, I
like
know.
that's another thing where I'm just like, so we didn't mention that like Nikki was created because they're the mom and Satan were at a heaven and hell mixer.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Like I said, this movie gets it sometimes. It's just like not enough to be anything.
Right?
Yeah, so then they're fighting on the bed and they're having a pillow fight.
Yep.
And again, a pretty funny.
I'm sleeping. Or am I?
And he hits him with the pillow.
What? But, like anybody fall for that?
Yeah, I know, right? So then Adrian turns into a bat.
Yep.
He flies into the air.
Uh-huh.
And Nikki summons
Yeah.
fucking Ozzy
Yep.
Osbourne.
Yep.
And the bat comes down and Ozzy grabs him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rob Schneider shows up.
Yep.
He says, "Do it, Ozzy! Bite off his freaking head!" And just like in The Mask, that terrifying CGI unhinging of the mouth to
Yep.
eat the head off of this bat.
Yeah, which I don't understand. I'm like, why couldn't they just give him like a real bat to eat?
Yeah, right?
Well, not a real bat, but you know.
I mean, he's done it once before.
Yeah, I know.
So he bites.
Has he though? Is that just a myth? I don't know.
I've seen the video.
You've seen the video?
Yeah.
I've never seen the video.
It's rad.
Yeah.
Ozzy sucks, dude. I saw him a few years ago. He's old as shit.
Shut!
He was reading the he was reading the lyrics off of a monitor in the front of the stage. So anytime he was shuffling around the stage, I should say, it was when he didn't have any lyrics coming up. So he'd be like, "I'm on the crazy train. Let's get crazy." Yeah, it was so shitty.
Millions of people, crazy train. Shut! The sun. The guy on the people on the TV.
Yeah, so
He seems kind of coherent
in
here.
this, well, yeah, this was almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he
but only like 3 years before like the Osborne show came on. I feel like,
yeah,
right? So I'm like,
yeah.
what happened in 3 years?
So he
Drugs, baby.
Yeah, man. He spits Adrian into the flask.
Mm-hmm.
Then Nikki gets pulled into the flask, and there's like a weird fight inside the flask where
Nicky's not in the flask, is he?
Yeah, he gets pulled in. All three of them get pulled in there.
Okay, this is where I was confused, like, and I had forgotten because I'm like, all right, so people can come out of the flask.
Yeah, because Nikki gets in a fight in there,
Mhm.
and he comes out victorious. Takes it back to hell.
How did he get out?
I don't know.
No, there's no, I don't know how he got out. I didn't think he did get in.
No, he does.
No, I thought he just because he says I'm gonna beat both your asses, right?
Mhm.
Cassius says that in the flask,
Yep.
right? I don't know.
And then he gets out, and they're like, "Quick, Nikki! It's almost midnight. You have
Yeah.
to get back to hell." He's like, "You have to do something bad." And he's like, "I'm sorry, Henry." And Henry Winkler just like shrugs his shoulders, and he gets stung by bees again. And then they like kill Adam Sandler.
Mhm.
I mean Nikki.
Right? They kill him with a shovel, right?
Yeah. And then he ends up.
No. They
They
have,
drop a big rock on
That's
him.
right.
Ozzy's like, "Here, use this." And gives
Yeah.
him a big rock.
Hit him with this, and then just walks away.
Yeah, he's like, "All right, I'm done. Where's my
Yeah.
bill?"
yeah.
Nikki gets to hell. His dad like reforms instantly.
Yep.
In
In the same like bubbly fashion that like he did with the spiders.
like the blood from Blade.
Uh huh. Oh yeah. Oh shit.
And then yeah.
Then the movie's over, basically.
It explains like shit that goes on.
Right. There's a weird, because it's still weird to me. Like
Nicky gets to live on Earth.
Yep.
There's a weird scene where Harvey Keitel looks up into heaven.
That's what I was gonna say. This is weird. Where he's like, "Don't forget how crazy you get over a couple daiquiris," and she's like, "What? A horn dog? Yeah, but he's cute."
Yeah,
and I'm like, he's fucking 60.
yeah, he's so old here. That is so gross.
Yeah.
So yeah, he and then it kind of wraps up.
It does one of those, like, where just like an SNL sketch, it doesn't really know quite how to end. So it literally just gives people title cards of what happened to them after the credits.
Nicky and Valerie have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
He breathes fire.
Yep.
Nicky's now a manager at a Popeye's Chicken, and he wears a suit.
Yeah. He got his face fixed.
Yeah. Beefy
somehow.
Yeah.
I forget.
Beefy has kids with a rat. With a sewer rat.
That is so disturbing and dumb. It's just dumb, right? Because it's because the joke happens twice in the same bit here, where basically it's like Beefy and a sewer rat had babies, and like 3 out of the 6 are like dog head on rat body, and
it's like
the
a terrible
opposite,
Photoshop job,
right? And then they do the same bit.
Kevin Nealon and the Gorilla Monster.
Yeah.
And that one looks way better and is actually really funny. I really like the way they look.
That one is like all 6 are like tit head on a hairy body.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, that works. I didn't need to like do this half and half thing.
Yeah.
Right? Where I'm like, that's not even how genetics work.
Yeah, no. And then John and Peter fucking die.
Yep. And
Like-
now they're like living in Nikki's bedroom
And
in
they're
hell,
fucking living
mosh
it up.
pitting.
It's like the best thing ever for them, apparently.
Yep.
And then it says, and Nicky got his face fixed.
Yes.
And then it's like,
what happened to his roommate?
Oh, he had a one-man show. That's right. Oh, wait, hold on. We missed a Clint Howard joke.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
Because doesn't he say, when the hell thing is happening, they're like, what does he say?
Something like the most, debaucherous people, except for that guy.
And he's like
Something
up there, and he's
that.
like,
Two
and he,
of hearts, come on.
and he's rubbing his nipples, right? And then the joke with the roommate is it's like he put on a one-man show off Broadway, and only one man showed up.
This
guy. And his
Yeah, it's
nipples.
Clint.
Mom, I'm now in a one-man show. It's a two-man show. Mom, they really like me over there. They're going to have me come back. They say I can play a creepy hobo anytime I want.
Oh, and this is Little Nicky.
Yep, that's it. That is totally it.
Fuck.
So, would you recommend this movie?
Oh, hell yes.
No.
I love this movie. It's definitely a guilty pleasure for me.
Okay.
It's great.
All right. I can't recommend this movie. I've always hated it. I hated that you picked it. To me, it was because like Waterboy, I was like, it's excusable. I just don't have to watch it. Right. There was no excuse for me where I was like, this concept is so off the wall. So like, it's so much that I was like, I hate this. I hated it.
That's one of the reasons.
I also feel like I saw the downfall, like coming like a big truck towards you, being like, "Oh, you're done, dude."
Yeah, no, it's one of the reasons why I like the movie because the concept is great. It's just so poorly executed. Because it would make for a kind of a cool film if it wasn't an Adam Sandler movie.
I guess. So what? How would you rate it?
It's definitely still like a Jaws 3.
Sure. Yeah. Because it's watchable.
There's far worse Adam Sandler movies.
Oh yeah. It's just not something I want to watch.
No.
Okay. So I know how you felt about it, but I know what we like to do on this show now, and I need to know, what did Carly think?
Carly hates this movie. When it was over, she was like, "Why did we watch that?" Watched with my sister who had never seen it before.
Oh, so you double family?
Yeah, so it was pretty fun. My sister loves Adam Sandler, so she was like into it. But Carly, however, did your favorite line. She made me skip back to it twice. I can't go to Earth. I've never even stayed over at another dude's house. She was busting up, man. She was like, go back.
Why
It made
is
me,
that
skip.
funny?
She thinks it's so funny, man. She loved that line.
Oh, okay. So we all had an opinion about it, but there's some people who had a more positive spin on it. And these people, I say, give me 5. These are 5 and 10-star reviews from IMDb or Amazon. And if we can't find one that is 5 or 10-star reviews, there are 1-star reviews, the worst of the worst. So, what do we got today? Are they all good?
We have 2 10s.
2 10s. Okay. This first one is by Robbie-20, written December 20th, 2003, titled Pretty Underrated. Geez, this movie got the shaft. I thought it was a lot of fun and pretty funny. The Ozzy Osbourne line, "Here, come kill him with these," cracks me up every time. I don't know why this is a disdained movie so much. Sure, it's no, quote, Rushmore, but it has its place, and I enjoy it for what it is. A kind-hearted, dumb, funny comedy in the vein of Dumb and Dumber or Tommy Boy. Both classic movies in and of themselves. In that category, I give Little Nicky a 10. Blowhards and elitists need not apply.
I really like that one. Just like, if you have a brain, fuck you.
It's in the vein of Dumb and Dumber or
Yeah,
Tommy
right?
Boy. Those two are both very smart for what they are.
Yeah, no, they're smart, dumb comedies. This
Yeah.
is straight up just like a dumb comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no Rushmore.
Rushmore. Never even seen that.
You couldn't think of a smart, like,
Yeah.
indie film.
It's
no Blue Velvet.
Oh, it's no Life Aquatic.
oh, fuck, I love Life Aquatic.
So the next one is written by Gigamath2, January 9th of 2005, titled Brilliant. An absolutely brilliant and ingenious comedy. I am puzzled as to why this movie receives such average reviews. I never listen to critics anyway. Well, you did, apparently.
They made you mad enough to write this.
This film has so many angles. It's a fish out of water story with Sandler lost in New York, spoof of the punk rock genre, the damsel in distress theme, hilarious cameo with Rodney Dangerfield in Hell, the sarcastic talking dog, and John Lovett's Peeping Tom episode.
Okay.
Sight gags galore, and the ultimate pineapple in Hitler's you-know-what. I laughed myself silly. This flick is raucously entertaining, but you need to appreciate Sandler's humor, which is an adequate taste, like beer. A natty light? History will be kind to Sandler, I think.
That's why.
Now for a true remake of Mad Mad World with Sandler, Lovitz, Martin, Carey, Murphy, and the rest of the SNL crowd. 10 stars.
I really like that he was like, history will be kind to Adam Sandler.
But he will not be kind to history.
Yeah, right.
Coming this summer, Ridiculous 6.
He will leave a skid mark on Hollywood.
On Sony.
Oh, no.
They did it to themselves.
A Spider-Man movie with Adam Sandler in it.
Oh, nice. You love Spider-Man? I love pissing.
It's me, Spider-Man. Mary Jane, release the good. Pizza time. Shooting webs is fucking awesome.
Why are you mad at me, Green Goblin? Why? Where was this energy the whole show?
Because it's funnier than the movie.
Why are you yelling at me? I just want you to love me, New York.
You can do it, Spider-Man. Throw Doc Ock in the reactor.
Come on, come on.
That's the scene. He's walking down
Clint
the street doing the Saturday Night Fever, but to Two of Hearts. Clint Howard as Sandman.
No, he'd be like Shocker, like the worst one.
They put me in it, Mom. I'm the Shocker. I was in the beginning. I was the intro villain. They made me Hydro Man. I'm the water in the lake. They're going to make me Rhino in the new one. I'll be right at the end.
Like,
They promised me I'd be Craven the Hunters.
What is it that he has? Those not chihuahuas. I meant hyenas.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be one of Craven's hyenas.
Oh, God.
You feel good?
Yeah, I love Clint Howard.
Yeah, me too.
Sony, put him in a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Right?
He's Ron Howard's brother. Come on.
Come on. He doesn't need Ronnie anymore.
No, he's got himself.
That's right. All right, so that just about does it for us here at Bombs Away. Ladies and gentlemen, if you liked what you heard today, rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. Be sure to follow us on all social media at Bombs Away Show. That's Facebook, that's Twitter, that's Instagram. If you'd like to write us a more personal email, you'd like to reach out to us about doing a show in your neighborhood, anything like that, contact at bombsawayshow.com is the email. If you're listening to this the month that it came out, please make sure that you join us April 27th. That's a Friday at 7 p.m. for Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Whoa.
Yes.
Ed Wood.
The worst film of all time. We're doing it. And Tyler's not happy about it.
I love that movie.
I know you are. That wasn't a word.
I know Tom Sidor.
That's Robert Zadar. That's Chinzo.
That's his brother.
And so we're going to be doing that April 27th, 7 p.m. Get out of work early. Beat the rush hour traffic. It will be at 7 p.m. so that you don't stay too late and you still have time to sober up or go back out and drink some more, whatever you want to do. But that is April 27th. Make sure you check out tickets. They are available now on thefreetocinema.org/bombsawaylive. Okay? No, freetocinema.org/events/bombsawaylive. Sorry about that. Tickets are available now. Go see Plan 9 from Outer Space with us. Other than that, you got anything to plug? Did I forget anything?
No.
T-shirts.
Oh, T-shirts. Yeah, buy your T-shirts.
Yes.
I'm trying to work on some designs for
Ooh,
T-shirts.
really?
Yeah.
You didn't even tell me.
I'm not going to tell
Oh,
anyone.
cool.
Yeah, so we'll get some cool ones out for movies that we just recently did and everything like that.
Awesome. So all T-shirts will be available at www.tpublic.com/stores/bombs-away-show. Okay? Okay. Join us next week. Or actually, nope, that's right, because these are coming out. And, join us in, 2 days. Okay? This Tuesday for April Fool's themed episode, Killer Party.
Yeah.
Yeah. April Fool's, assholes. Yeah. That's going to be the end line of next one, too. But, so... Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned. We have some amazing episodes coming up this month. For Bombs Away, I'm Jonathan.
I'm Tyler.
And
Popeye's chicken's fucking awesome.